Leo, this is the Daily Mail now, with further sordid details from the crew of everyone's favourite trans sleaze outrage machine, Mermaid.
What a great line. Parents of children who use transgender charity Mermaids have complained to the watchdog after an employee reportedly posted explicit pictures and sexualised images as a schoolgirl online. So this is Darren Mew, until recently a digital engagement officer at the charity who identifies as they, them. Of course he does.
Mew itself sounds like a weird pronoun, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That Mew too.
He's done a Mew. He shared a picture of, well, they say themselves, it's obviously a fella, shared a picture of himself on Instagram showing an upward view through a short skirt he was wearing. I think we've got that picture. Oh, no, we don't. But Mew also appeared in a collection of pictures for LGBT outlet House magazine in which he was naked, holding his erect penis with pairs of breasts that have further penises protruding from them. So not the ideal candidate for a charity working with children.
Right.
I mean, imagine my surprise. And it comes after a Mermaid's trustee was revealed to have spoken at a pro-paedophile conference. And this is a problem with transgender charities because, the whole transitioning thing, it's sort of breaking the bond with parents. They say, oh, if your parents are opposed to this, they're transphobic, so, you don't need to tell your parents. So they break that link, and parents are usually the best people to look after children. Sure. Also, they're saying children can consent to surgery at young ages and hormones and things like that. And, so the implication is if they can consent to something as serious as surgery or, long-standing, chemical castration or whatever, what else can they consent to? And it also freezes children in a prepubescent state until they reach the age of consent. So the whole thing is, I'm not saying that's, obviously Mermaid's
but
charity.
These are propositions that would appeal to somebody.
If somebody was a paedophile, this is something this would draw, like a religious organisation might. This is the sort of thing that, provides access to children and all the problematic things that would engender paedophilia.
Did you mention him just then, Jacob Breslow, who was the one only a couple of days ago?
That was the one who spoke at the conference.
Yeah. It is a very worrying trend. I mean, I dare say that there are journalists now, probably at the Daily Mail, who are, employed full-time to rake through every single previous Mermaid employee, everyone who ever delivered a package or who, swept the path and find out if there's any dirt. But it doesn't feel like they're having to dig that deep, does it, to come up with this kind of muck?
Well,
what do you think, John?
Yeah, it really does seem to be sort of scandal after scandal. And is that just indicative that there's, a problem at the very core of that whole kind of the culture of that?
It feels like it's going to collapse pretty soon. I think Mermaids, it can't survive very much longer. It's a bit like, there's a different type of scandal, but the children's charity... the one in Brixton a few years ago, the children's charity, where do you remember that one, the... Batman.
Oh, Batman Galida or whatever.
Yeah, Camilla.
Dressed like a hot air balloon.
Yeah, and she had been. I think it had been a very, again, probably well-intentioned charity to get young urban kids back on the straight and narrow, but it turned out they'd just been handing out money left, right, and centre, and it was, it was corrupt.
This is why I never give to charity.
Yeah.
It's not the reason. The reason is that I want to spend the money on myself.
Yes.
But it's a good side effect of me not giving money to charity.
Absolutely. Well, the whole economic theory is founded on the proposition that your vices are what keep the country ticking over.
But this, the transitioning children thing, I think it's a huge scandal. That's already breaking with the Tavistock, which is a child transitioning service. So they've got, I think, over 1,000 families suing them for malpractice and maltreatment. And this is a huge scandal that's just going to keep breaking as more of these things.
Get your money out of Mermaids as quickly as possible if I was you, Bank of England.